Hello everyone and welcome back. We're Cheska, Ben and River, and we've spent the last 5 months ripping apart our Sprinter van, rebuilding her into the ultimate adventure vehicle to take us around the world. Last week we finally finished the last big jobs on the build, wrapping up what's been a pretty intense few months. Join us this week as we start to move back into our tiny home on wheels. We could not be more excited. This is the week where we're finally gonna start moving in, clearing out all of our crap and just generally getting ready to live in the van again. So exciting, I can't really quite believe that we're here.
Okay, so yesterday we had some good weather and our new water tank turned up. We fitted it yesterday. It was really easy, just drop the other one, put the other one straight in, and it's not leaking. So far so good. Though we do need to fill up our water tank and test our tap.
Okay.
I've just fitted the LPG Bluetooth monitor. So what have we done? So the water tank's done, the LPG thing.
Next on the list?
Next on the list is
run the diesel heater pipes. Not pipes, the
diesel heater ducting. Yep, so we're gonna have it split off. I'll show you when we go down there. So we need to run the ducting. And a couple of people mentioned in a couple of videos ago that the pipe that came with our diesel heater,
the fuel pipe,
that came with our diesel heater, isn't very durable. Should I say durable? So we've ordered that and we're going to replace that, the green pipe, with what we had before. So that'll be a 2-minute job as well. So
cool.
Yeah. So next, diesel heater ducting, fuel pipe, and then we'll see what's on the list. We're going to have 2 exit points for the diesel heater. So we've got one which is going to blow out this way, and one that blows out into the cab, into the body of the van. Now, the reason we're having 2 is that the first one is going to be angled so that the air blows up, so that when we're in bed and when the doors are obviously shut, hot air is just going to blow and come up straight through. Yeah, okay, some of it's going to escape out the back, because if we have it blowing out just here when we're in bed, it's just going to be under the bed. So, main one when we're in bed. When we're not in bed, yep, it'll still go up that way, but it will also warm this way when the table's up. So it makes sense to have in 2 places. Oh, that's it.
There you go.
Perfect. So obviously you can change it if it blows down, blows up, it's just going to blow up.
Why is it in van builds that the spice rack is like as important a part of like the kitchen as anything else? We've been debating whether to like build one, but I found this one on Amazon and it fits perfect and looks really good. This is our new spice rack. It's got 2 levels, and you just basically put attach it via 2 screws. Couldn't fit anything perfect. And these 2 dowels you can move to like make it bigger or smaller. There we go.
Happy with that?
Happy with that.
Do you want to tick it off the list?
Yep, I'm gonna just put my dowels in. There we go. This was our like snow shelter, rain shelter.
This is what we thought we'd be able to use.
We honestly thought we could potentially use this instead of the workshop if we couldn't find a workshop.
No, there was no way we would have been able to use this to do the van. Hands down, it's just crap.
I'm really happy because I'm starting to put our kitchen stuff away. Thought I'd show you what we're using for our bowls and plates and stuff. I found these bamboo like crockery sets on Amazon and I love them. So these are like the dishes. So as you can see, they've got this kind of like bamboo wood effect on the inside, and then this contrasting like cream trim on the this contrasting cream kind of finish on the outside. So we've got them as like nice big bowls. We've got these kind of dishes. And then we've also got them down here as plates. Really nice size, and they're really like nice and sturdy. Like they're not very flimsy, but obviously they're not gonna kind of break. They're super lightweight as well, so we're really happy with those. Also got this really nice cutlery set from Amazon. It's like, yeah, gold with these like white finishing. I really like them. Just got the 16 set, so 4 of each. Just because you don't really need much more when you live in a van. Oh god. You're trying to scare me?
Yeah, you weren't as scared as I thought you were going to be.
No. So we're going to be moving as much stuff as we can into the van, but I think it's next week, we're going to be handing the van into the garage for a week because we're going to be having our aircon fitted. Now we mentioned this, God, way back at the beginning of the van build, and said that we're going to have aircon fitted into the cab, mainly because we're travelling with River, and anywhere that's like over 22, 23 degrees in the summer, the cab gets so hot. And while we can kind of probably sweat it out, River can't, and it's really uncomfortable for her. So we're getting aircon fitted into the cab. It's a pretty pricey job. It's taken like 3 weeks for the aircon to be delivered. And there's only a handful of garages that we found that will actually do it. So they need the van for a week as well. So it's a pretty big job. If you are planning on doing it, give yourself plenty of time. But yeah, we're really excited to get that fitted, but it does mean can't put like our food away in the van yet, or our clothes and stuff like that, because obviously we're handing it into the garage for a week. But we'll do what we can. Good morning everyone. We are having a break from packing and sorting and organising, and just going to take River for a nice little walk.
Please. You're going for a nature wee?
I always need a nature wee, I don't know why. How cool it is now.
Oh yeah, lovely. Nice little pee area.
Wait, I'm not going to take you where I peed. Hey, River. Oh, I think I've got this one.
Yes, a buttercup.
A cuckoo flower.
Oh, the white one.
I don't know if you remember from last year when I was talking about the Seek app, which basically identifies plants and wildflowers and like insects and basically anything out in nature. I'm still using it, I'm still obsessed with it, I'm still loving it. I want to see how many, shall I see how many I've got? I've identified 102 plants.
102 plants, that is a lot.
And a lot of them now are like the same. Like I remember finding this one at the park near Mum's last lockdown. This is called cuckoo flower or mayflower or milkmaids, and the specific name of it, pretensis, is Latin for meadow. I'm guessing because it's like a wildflower in meadowland. That was my own tree.
I was a mine tree.
I think one of my favourite like nature facts is...
Oh right, there we go. This is going to be wildly wrong.
No, it's not.
Okay,
it's that because trees are like in a forest, they're just so like connected to every other tree through like chemicals that they give off, through like underground networks with like mushrooms and stuff, like, and fungi connect trees to each other. An entire forest of trees is connected, and it's like you're walking through, when you walk through a forest, you're kind of walking inside a single organism rather than just like lots of individual ones like you think you are. I love that.
Interesting fact, did you know that somewhere in the world, I can't remember where, they grew trees inside, like in the laboratory, I say laboratory, I don't mean laboratory, but they grew trees inside and they put them in a wind tunnel and they all fell over. Or like they,
oh yeah, because they can't.
Because they never had any wind to naturally sink their roots properly to ground or to anchor themselves. There you go. So trees use the wind to anchor themselves into the ground.
There you go.
Interesting fact.
There's a book that I really want to...
I don't think I've stripped that.
There's a book that I really want to read called The Secret Life of Plants. And it's about all like plant intelligence and stuff. It's meant to be really good.
How did they write it?
Okay. So yeah, I've lived around here my entire life and never knew until what, like on a walk 2 weeks ago, that there's this old, like an old tramway tunnel existed. To be honest, my iPhone torch isn't the brightest.
Help! River's been surprisingly quiet. Can you remember what it was for? Used for? Was it?
It was to avoid building a railway or a canal through the Corkaby estate. So through the nearby country estate, it was to so there wasn't a canal or a tramway through there. So it was to carry goods and stuff.
Yeah, so they built this tunnel instead, didn't they?
Yeah. There we go.
All those outside the lines. With it all.
10 points if you can name what film that's from.
What's going on here?
Well, I love the walls, but I'm not 100% happy with the colour. It's kind of like, you can't really tell unless, I don't know if it's going to come up on camera, but it's quite like a cool lilac. Long story short, I bought another pot of paint called Mykonos, and I'm going to try, it looks a little bit warmer. So I'm going to...
Without telling me?
Yeah, but Ben would have said no. And now it's here. Honestly, I think it will look a lot nicer.
Well, I trust your judgment.
We've got the time this week to just kind of do these little changes and make it perfect, basically.
All I want is these cushions
I know.
turn up so I can finish the table.
Yeah, we're waiting for the cushions before we kind of set the table height and everything just to make sure it's all going to work well.
My way.
First coat nearly on.
Almost there. So I don't know how well that's coming out on camera, but already it's looking a lot better, a lot warmer. It was just so it had quite a blue lilac-y tinge to it before, which I don't really think went with anything else in the van. It's much more of like a stony colour now. Probably put another couple of coats on, see how that comes out.
So this is going to go on there. How does that look?
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
We need to get storage boxes to sit in here. Storage is starting from here all the way around here. And we've got all the storage in there. We have got so much storage. We've got more storage than we have in the house. Oh, and that. Oh my god. 32. Depth is 25.
Right, so the whole reason we built this French dresser style cupboard is because we needed somewhere to store our outdoor table and our ladder. So,
In fact, the only reason, you're right, the only reason we built this was for this.
was for these two things. It is going to come in handy for other stuff.
That's if it goes in.
Like a glove. There you go.
You're taking two hats.
So,
You didn't even wear one hat last time.
no, I did.
So we have 3 of those.
Over the years, we've ended up accumulating 3 telescopic ladders. Okay.
So our table legs
We've
are
got-
fit. Our dirty.
This is, I'm not going to show you this because it's raw, you can see that it's pretty gross, it needs cleaning. But it's one of those collapsible draining boards. So handy, because if you end up drying everything with the tea towels just get so manky.
Somebody's field's just blown in. What the hell's that for?
I'm just seeing if it would look right. Do you think my hands would look better? Almost like a decorative piece as well. But I don't know, it's actually heavier than my hat.
Are you gonna, as you said yesterday, only take it if you're gonna use it?
Yeah, but I
Don't just take it as a decorative thing.
no,
It's
I
too
don't.
big.
It just happens to be decorative.
Right,
So
okay.
I thought I may as well, why don't I have it? But then if it is going to be too big,
Yeah.
I haven't bought it as a decorative bag. I've bought it to
Actually use.
use.
Okay.
It is a bit big.
You're not sure now, are you?
No, I love the bag. I just don't know where I'm going to put it.
Well,
It's from Free the brand, if anyone's interested. As you can see, we have got a lot of stuff to sort out. This is all storage. A lot of this is actually stuff from my mum's kind of attic, so this wasn't in the last van with us. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is getting into storage. A lot of Ben's tools that he needs to sort out. We've got these 2 work lights which we had for the workshop. Don't know what's in there. Paddleboard is over there. So this is stuff that's definitely going in the van. So we've got collapsible washing bowl, we've got some blankets. Our wetsuits are under there. So on here we've got spare wing mirrors, we've got some WD-40, some Sikaflex, some rust converter stuff, just kind of little bits and bobs that Ben wants to take, some fuses. We've got some spare tiles in case any of ours peel off, which would be my worst nightmare, but they're there just in case. The lithium batteries, like mini lithium batteries. This bag is just full of like little bits that we're going to take with us. So like Ben's got a journal, keyboard, and just some little bits and bobs. So this is our kind of trip planning area. Obviously this isn't being transferred to the van. Well, it is, but on a much smaller scale than this. This map likes to fall off the wall every now and then and scare the shit out of me. But this is our little weather window sheet, which basically has the countries that we want to visit, the months of the year along the top, and then a key of like red, green, and yellow. Red is like, don't go there in those months, the weather's really, really bad. In a lot of these cases, it's rainy season and a lot of the roads are impassable. So we really want to be hitting all of these countries in the green, orange kind of, if we can't help it, but ideally all of them in the green. This is just another kind of weather window thing with a bit more detail on it. This has been like our kind of stuff we need to organise, stuff we need to sort out. This is a Schengen map. It's looking a bit empty at the minute because we've taken a lot of our sheets down, but yeah, this is where we've been kind of like trying to plan everything. This is a brilliant card game. You can play it with 2 people. It's quite hard to find a lot of games that are good for 2 people in a van, but this is a good laugh. We love this one. Frying pan. It's our carbon monoxide alarm. This is just everything that was kind of in Sophia before. Our little like leftover tins, some tea towels, a pepper grinder, chopping board. Yeah, just like lots of little things that I'm pretty sure are just going to be moved into Sophia now. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we've accumulated. Progress is being made though. We are getting there. We are getting there.
I would never try to drown, but I let my heart be led by flame.
Oh no.
Oh, do you know I would?
How excited are you to be like moving in?
Oh, I cannot wait. Literally, I'm itching
To get in.
Especially when it's such like a beautiful day where we could be off seeing something.
I know.
And we're stuck.
Yeah.
I'm wheelbarrowing tons of ivy
For my mum.
for your mum to the skin. And it's blistering heat. It's actually quite therapeutic.
The same if I only get one life. So take me what I'm for. Oh, honey, I fail.
Oh really?
I get you
Yeah,
so
Jess has just finished off so
Hello, look at that.
I can be
that's it.
everything.
That's another coat of paint on the walls. Ben is in the garden helping my mum, and I think I'm going to leave the video there for this week. I wish that moving in was just like a simple, like a day and you're in, but as you probably know, it's a lot of back and forth, a lot of sorting everything out. But we have made a start on it. A lot of our stuff is in, a lot of like the little things. It is just going to be our clothes and food. They're going to bulk everything out, and then as soon as the cushions are here, fingers crossed, we will be on our way. Get the hell out of here. So I think I'm going to leave the video there for this week. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and we shall catch you next week for another video. Bye guys. Can you see where you're going?
Yeah. I was just going to stand still and see how long it took you to realise I was gone.
Oh no, that's not good.
Why not?
It's banding.
What does banding mean? Oh, when it goes like wop, 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 wop. Another delivery?
Hopefully it's nice.
We're all just stick inside, so work it out, stick it out, work it out.